Hi, welcome to Jade Kind Gaming. My name is Adam, here with Austin as Erich, Ryan as Henwick, Bob as Kalidan, Nick as Jimmy. We're here with the 58th session of the Underland Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition campaign. As y'all are going through hell, just keep on going, don't slow down. Last time y'all explored... Pronounce that one?
Melodomini.
Thank you.
Melodomini.
Yeah. It's like, my brain does not get the syllables of that.
Maldomini.
Spoke with the squatters and devils. Jimmy and Erich bargained for soul coins to avoid having to pay their own souls for their deals. They bargained with Beelzebul and aided his tower to get access to the level below. Descended the Styx drain and are sliding down the frozen water as it splashes down wind and ice, cutting through your faces. You leveled up.
Oh, no, we didn't.
And I have a note that all but Erich and Kalidan effectively cold weather gear.
Oh, right.
Huh?
Except you guys both have the...
We're 16.
Yeah, you are the ones that have the... You have whatever
16.
adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's right down.
That's why it's 14 plus 2. You got it.
It's fine. Level 16 is very important. It's a pretty boring level.
I'm level 2. Mine was happy. I got more attack bonuses. Or damage bonuses.
I did not gain permanent flight and immunity to 2 damage types.
Well, you already have resistance to cold, which is helping you here, and you have your cultural adaptation. So, that is why I guess you guys chose to be the ones without it when you were short here.
Also, for the sake of fashion. Looks better.
And you're just cut to ribbons by ice shards.
Yeah.
That's the sign of a good adventure, is a little bit of injury. And I'm taking no damage, so...
Anyways, let's do it this way. D20s.
I forgot. Did we need to wait for the next mansion, or did you have that up, or did you have to spend all of those in messing with his place?
No, I have it up, but I will need to be protected.
Yeah.
It's not an instant cast.
Oh.
Concentrations. Well, I mean, we aren't taking damage, so...
Again, I believe we're going to be taking damage.
We already were sliding down and we didn't take damage yet.
He said...
I'm literally rolling the dice. I mean, I have to get the dice. I'm sorry, it's taking me a moment.
I'm just saying, you can't go back in time and retroactively assign damage.
No.
We're assigning damage now.
Yeah, we fell a few feet, then damage.
But we were already sliding, right? Malduga is the cold place, right? We're going for the icebergs?
Malboge is level 6. We've already been there. That was the canyon.
Which one's Malduga then?
Malboge is level 6, the one with the head countess, and now Asmodeus is level. It was the cliff faces that we had to do the case through. We're in Cania now.
Cania is evidently full of, round by round razor wind.
Welcome to the blizzard.
Does 23 hit?
Yes.
Does
I have AC is still 13.
21 hit?
Yes.
Does... No. The number's going down on that one, so no. And then you have 25, so I'm guessing that hits.
Just out of shield range, yes.
It would have hit me until I shielded.
Yes.
These are abstracted numbers of damage over time, so technically you have to keep up a shield for 10 minutes to actually completely get rid of the damage.
Shield. I could have used Shield of Faith. That would give me a +2 for I think exactly 10 minutes.
Yeah, if you get someone like that, then you can use that too.
Well, I don't think I can negate Nick. I don't think +2 to AC will help Nick. No, it will not.
Yeah. Can I curse the wind?
Anyway, so for the 3 of you that did take damage, 22 of that is cold damage. No, I'm sorry. 28 of that is cold damage. I forgot the bonus there.
How does that work with Vic's resistance? Just
Well,
half of
you
it?
have
You
to
have
roll.
the damage. And 21 piercing damage. And this is a little bit gradually over a period of time.
But over 10 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
So
If you don't have cold weather gear, it's every 30 seconds. And so you find yourself now basically, at this point, the Styx itself seems to be freezing and turning into shards as it splashes down from outside of a face. You find yourself sort of basically suspended on some of the shards, or some of the the flow that has just sort of cascaded down to the just ice surface below. Basically mounds and fields of rolling ice. You can see some areas below through the dim, very dim skies. That there are points of light occasionally in areas below the actual surface of the ice. Nothing incredibly discerning, but enough that there are things below the ice as well.
So are we taking damage from flying shards because the wind's really strong?
You're taking damage. Let's see.
What level's polymorph?
Where did I write that? The wind and ice is cutting you. So yes, flying, just literally the
Debris?
basically shards and bits of ice flying through the air. Just sort of a torrent of it.
So I'm guessing you have my polymorph.
And that's what you get for all having casters.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote down my spells.
Yeah, I mean, why don't you?
Yeah, otherwise,
I do like those spell cards.
the stick seems to basically be the outer, at least outer part of it is just freezing with contact of the air here. At points, things coming through break it, more ice shatters off, and more of it freezes solid as it is exposed to the air.
Yeah. I say we at least get a little ways from the kind of water splashing that we're getting from being next to where the Styx
Styx is
came,
landing, yeah.
and just kind of be out in the ice scape.
Yeah. Assuming everyone ventures forth with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, you can find yourself walking forward, and it is not the distinct mountain shape that gives a whole lot of definition, but just sort of a rolling field of areas. And you find that there are more spots where, basically there are... It's still a pillar if it's not supporting anything. Where there are pillars of just ice in the air that occasionally burst forth as geysers are shooting off, and the geyser itself then freezes at a certain point in its trajectory and stops and becomes a column once more. You find broken crevices in the ground. You find...
If it's ice, isn't it a crevasse?
If you say so.
I'm just saying I get corrected all the time because I enjoy the word crevasse much more than I like crevice, and then I usually get told that's only if it's ice. And
I have no idea.
Take those people and I slam their face into the grill.
Can you see the
That's
image?
rude.
Yeah, they shouldn't have corrected me, right?
That's rude.
See, Vic agrees. Shouldn't have
You
corrected me.
can't use the boat as cover.
There's no water to put it on. Yeah.
Are we in the boat?
No.
No, we're walking.
I'm assuming you collected the boat before moving away.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
How
not
much
dragging the
cover
boat.
can my metal shield that I'm not proficient with give me?
I don't
It
know.
can give
Can
you
you
plus 2 AC.
Yeah,
worth
can you
of
still get
cover.
can you still get the bonus from it? You just can't cast spells when using that person?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
So I can't get cover?
No, it's not cover.
No.
You can get the shield bonus, but...
What if I scrunch up really small so it covers more than half my body?
You got no shrinking powers.
Well, then that's how you get +2.
It's cold out. He's got no problem shrinking. That was a great joke. I don't care. That was 10 out of 10. Good joke.
A smaller creature.
Ooh. Yes. They're not... I think they're chunky, though. Let's see who's the most chunky of dinosaurs.
You want to bring a cold-blooded
Right there,
creature?
you passed it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, D&D doesn't make accounts for that.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Unless I feel like being a jerk about it.
I'm sorry, you go into hibernation because it's cold.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
The best Batman movie. Bar none.
My vote still goes with Returns.
No. Best Batman villains. Bad Batman.
I mean, don't get me
I
wrong.
would argue that's what makes a Batman.
To be fair, let me the thing that was good about that movie is if you look at it as like a modernization of the Adam West Batmans.
Yeah, with the Batman.
With the bad puns and the weird... Yeah.
And the Batman.
The background.
Otherwise, the second best Batman is the one with the penguin.
Returns. The best Batman.
Keaton, right?
Yeah.
Keaton?
Yeah. Keaton, Michelle Pfeiffer.
Keaton's the best Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can all agree Keaton's the best Batman.
Because if Keaton came and said, "I'm Bruce Wayne, I don't know who Batman is," I'd believe it. If Bill comes up and goes, "I'm not Batman," I go, "Your 300-pound bench says otherwise."
No, perfectly normal dude, right? Just like Owen.
Just perfectly average.
Very
average.
normal.
I am
6.5
thinking
foot
you're
tall,
looking something up that you're actually
400-pound
wanting to
bench.
do right now.
Behemoth,
That you're-
former pit fighter, perfectly normal.
Could you imagine that?
Perfectly average.
That sort of casting for like Jimmy Olsen.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to continue to interrupt, which is rude.
Polymorph.
But people do it all the time.
See? T-Rex.
Okay.
It is the most chunky of boys. And I can give everyone else cover from at least one side.
One side's all we need. The wind's blowing in one direction.
Wind's whipping around.
One direction.
He's trying to control the wind as it enters his sphere of influence.
Which I can. I can make it blow in one direction.
Alright. Yeah, just people cuddle up with me. So
what is the goal that you're doing right now, though?
I'm trying to get people to huddle around me so I can cast a spell without getting dunked by the environment.
You don't have to make concentration checks. Can you just Leonins? Because that guy has
That's got a ritual casting time.
Force Wall.
Yeah, I could do that. But then I'm concentrating on something. And any spell that requires me to cast more than a single action breaks my concentration. So
Yes. I'm laying down in front of, or wrapped around the Rhine. I'm wrapped around everyone. Just lay down, wrap tail, and head around.
He's our tauntaun. We will cut him open and be
smells
inside.
worse on the inside.
Don't cut me open, you dicks. I'm using this 136 health to support all of you.
I mean, if we use a dagger, you're only taking a D4 damage a couple of times, so you'd be fine.
I could swallow you all whole. That's an action I have.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, but you still have 40 less health than you need.
I'm small size. I might be able to fit inside his
My
clothes
max HP is also above the thing, but this is imaginary hit points I don't care about.
Okay. So you are cover.
I don't know what you
I'll
think.
give you the half cover. But if the difference in them getting hit is that cover, then you're getting attacked multiple times.
I'm also going to help cover Ryan then.
Yeah.
As we all just sort of pile on top of Ryan.
I will also play bulwark to this damage.
Yeah, people just cuddle me.
What are you trying to do?
Cast Magnificent Mansion.
And how long does it take?
A minute.
A minute?
Yeah, a minute. 1 minute.
You cast Magnificent Mansion. Done.
We're only damaged at 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, you said we had to survive and shield wouldn't work for an thing, so it had to be over 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
Also, I just realized polymorph would, probably break really quickly.
Concentration.
Yeah, because concentration.
If you lose concentration, yep.
And this is times when it wouldn't be that nice 10, but actually
I am
damage.
abstracting the damage all to happen at one point for my ease, so I'm only counting the negatives of it against it as if it happens every 10 minutes, because it's a lot easier than trying to literally having very small amounts of damage every round. So I'm like, I'm doing it for my ease, but you get to benefit from it as if it's only happening that one time as well.
Now, the truth is, are you being super nice because it would have been that amount of damage even at the 30-second or second interval?
Well, that would have been the 30-second if you didn't have the cold weather gear.
Oh, okay. I just know you're nice to us sometimes and cut back on the insanity that is hell.
I mean, I make up the insanity that is hell. It's all in my head. All the insanity right here.
That's why everyone's so nice.
Because it all comes out of my head and I have trouble.
Yeah, everyone's really nice in hell so far.
They can be jerks.
Way less cutthroat than I was anticipating.
Let's be fair, I think I've been the most evil person here, randomly stabbing old men multiple times.
They were fine.
Yeah, you're terrible. All the devils looked upon you and shook their heads.
He said, that's not alright.
Bad form.
That's heaven behavior right there. Can't
Hey,
go around stabbing people.
That's abyssal. So you make your mansion.
Go inside.
I give us a warm, comfortable place to sleep and bathe.
And also...
Were you guys not rested yet?
No, we weren't allowed to rest in between fixing up Beelzebub's mansion and this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that could have been dangerous.
Yeah,
I
that
mean-
was my final spell slot for anything above.
The only person who was actually dangerous for it was Elvis because he was out of spells.
I think I still look like I already had all mine still.
Well, you weren't casting stuff, I was.
Yeah.
I
We made Ryan fabricate everything.
I do not have a spell that explodes weather
Yes.
yet.
Bum, bum, bum.
Did you not
That's a weird
control
thing to use
weather
Miracle
only,
on.
druid only?
Yeah, sorcerers do not get control weather. Even storm sorcerers don't get control weather. You better believe
Fire
I'd be
shit.
using it non-stop if I had control weather.
And in its entire 10-minute plus casting time
You think I wouldn't do that
in our cave systems?
at any time?
Now, that's the true question.
Why is the
Do
sun
we get
shining in a cave?
Yeah,
Don't ask questions.
Do we just get little clouds like the caves are high enough to have its own weather forms?
Sure, in some areas.
Yeah, I know if NASA's big enough to have its own weather formations inside buildings, some of these caves have been.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
They have hangars that are big enough. They have clouds. If there's too much humidity.
Wizards get it.
That's weird.
Yes, there is a sorcerer that gets it. But it's Divine Soul Sorcerer.
Be more
That's because you get the
druidy!
spells on the domains. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So what are you doing in your little mansion?
Let me call whether the Underdark counted as outdoors.
Alright. So, a couple things that we need to discuss and get done
Well, have to have a clear
while
path
we're...
to the sky.
And before we... Well, we'll have this for 24 hours, but we'll go ahead and plan stuff now.
Yeah.
So, in order to deal with the environment outside, what are we thinking?
I don't know all of the spells you've learned, but do you have endure elements that you can put on people? Or
No, nothing like that.
nothing to resist cold or anything like that?
Now, as far as I can see, we've got a couple different ways that we could potentially handle it. One of,
Fabricate some tower shields?
well, we could fabricate essentially a
Metal ball and just roll ourselves downhill?
yeah, pretty much. Essentially like a metal shroud that we'd be able to, like a box that we'd go ahead and just kind of tank around in until we get to where we need to go.
Granted, it's only a minute, but I could heat metal on that. So
Yeah, something like that to keep it warmer,
Well, this is going to be me carrying stuff, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
potentially. The other ways that I think that we could probably get through here is, well, if we portable hold a whole bunch of people, and then I just had us climb inside the chest cavity of the frost giant, and then we just kind of ride him to the destination that we get to. because he should at least be pretty immune to the effects of the cold.
We need air.
Yeah, I could filter some sort of air hose for us.
It has to stay open.
Yeah.
They won't work.
No. If we fabricated a big plank or metal sheet, put the portal hole there, then covered the opening of the hole with, say, a force shield, and had the giant running down, we could see out, still get some air movement. Yeah, it would be colder than we'd like, but we could move on through there while sitting in the chest cavity of a giant on a metal plank in a portable hole with a force shield.
Well, we can
certainly get rid of the piercing part of the damage.
and we could at least fix the air being cold by sitting inside the tiny hut inside the portable hole.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we wouldn't need the force shield. We could just tiny hut inside it.
Yeah. So
what does that not let cold air through?
It's a comfy tempy bubble.
Yeah, the temperature inside of the bubble has to be warm and pleasant.
However, many of you cannot go inside of a portable hole. Either because you're carrying a portable hole or some sort of other multi-dimensional space yourself.
I'm fine being outdoors, though.
Mm-hmm.
You forget, I'm the one who's okay with this.
Yeah,
you can still take
say if there was something
cold,
like
you
that, we would have to have the giant carry any additional extra dimensional stuff.
Yeah, I would just say that would be the best idea for people, is just to, hang it on the frost giant and hang out in the hole instead of being literally ripped to shreds with ice and blades.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did it damage any of my equipment?
No.
Oh, okay.
Instead of that kind of cold, it's the razor blade kind of cold.
I'm more okay with the razor blade kind of cold.
I figured you would be. I'm less mad at your brooms at this very moment, so I decided. That was the reason that blade was like that.
You could just told me I would have broken all of them.
Did we avoid enough of hell because of brooms that you just made extra?
Literally, in further points in hell, I literally just have it written in. And when they get out, I'm like, I don't even describe this. I stop halfway through my description. I'm like, brooms, and then they go.
And let's see.
Elevation-based obstacle. Elevation-based geographic feature.
No flying here. Why not? The sky's full of dragons.
No, the sky was literally full of ash. We'll just keep flying till we're above the ash cloud.
Meteors.
Well, that was the first layer, and we ignored those two.
Heat-seeking meteors.
Don't produce heat.
Player-seeking meteors.
I don't think you have any rooms for
Broom-seeking!
But brooms don't save you. Brooms don't change that.
It has to be broom seeking to make us stop being on brooms.
In which case, I'm still flying.
Yes.
All right, and then the third potential option is to figure a way to jury rig momentum on top of the boat, on top of with a Lehman's tiny hut on top of the boat.
Could the boat be?
When we are,
how snowy is the ground?
The ground isn't all that snowy.
It's mostly
it's mostly ice, and it has basically it's a lot more ice than snow. And there's broken bits of ice from the water that spurts up and goes that blows around on it. But
is it level or downhill?
Can I
hilly
build runners that can attach to the boat without actually damaging it, like using straps of some nature, or making it so it wedges on there, so the boat turns into a sled that I can drag?
That's what I was going to ask. Is it level? Could we put skis on the boat?
It's not level. It is very...
Well, it doesn't need
non-level, just sloped in one direction.
No, it doesn't have to be that either.
Okay.
What are you making them out of?
Metal.
Do you have metal?
Yes.
Yeah, say if we want to, I've got it to where we can open up the forge in the mansion now, and if we run out of, because I've got some metal, and it would definitely be enough to do something kind of more simple like that.
We have to keep it under 1,600 pounds.
I don't have 1,600 pounds. But
Yeah, I mean,
Good,
the
so
boat,
it's less than.
the boat with
Yeah.
the sled has to be under 1,600 pounds whilst all of you are standing on it.
Yes.
Just
So
drag weight.
Yeah, that's my driveway.
So how many pounds would you think a set of skis to?
So I
Hold
bring
the
out
boat with
the
that.
canoe, which is 10 long.
So what is the goal with all this?
We don't know where we're going, but we're pretty sure it's not right outside the door, so we're going to have to get there somehow. Travel's first point, then where we're going is second point.
Well, we're trying to protect ourselves while we travel. That's what the point is.
Yes, and as for Cannon, she was ripped apart by the wind last time, so we're flying blind.
She's right there.
Yeah, I pointed at her.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, last life. Okay,
Yeah.
yes.
The last time she was here.
No, we don't just throw... It's like, you're useless to us now, kid!
We've sacrificed Cannon many a time to get through this layer.
I just feel like,
Paladin, I trusted you.
I just feel like,
Well, can't you plane shift one person home? Like, okay, go back.
Yeah, if I wanted to, but they're here for the whole trip.
I mean, do you have banishment?
Nope.
Maybe?
also, stop.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
literally not allowed to let you.
No, evidently she's native to the material plane at this point.
No.
No, she's still
There was
native.
under there, but it wouldn't be here either.
Eh.
She'd go to the other place.
Yeah.
Oh, the in-between hell, not hell or abyssal?
That's what it
One
was.
of the in-betweens.
Oh,
There's
so
a
she would
couple.
be out of hell,
Yes, it would send her out of hell.
which means I don't have to go and find her. Because if it just sent her somewhere else in hell, I now, by my own word,
remember,
have to
there's
go and
two
find her.
in-between
It
planes.
would send her, I believe it's Gehenna.
Yeah, because there's that and then the other one.
I don't know, Gehenna sounds nice.
that's kind of nice.
Is that like Indian or something?
Hades. Yeah.
No.
Well, Gehenna.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think that's the culture. One of those. It's that's
I'm
sorry,
not
like
familiar with it.
yeah. It's like it is what from one of the whatever cultures over there. I forget exactly.
Okay, so,
Well, she's just taking up a spot in our boat now, though. She can't lead us no more.
just...
She can still, when you have the boat, captain the boat.
Yeah, that is true. She can heal the boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so we have enough metal to build runners.
Yes, presumably.
Yeah, I just need how many pounds it takes.
Doesn't matter once you just recoup it afterwards.
If it doesn't take any of my metal, that's fine.
Are you able to just recruit metal from things once you've?
Oh, yeah.
I can melt it back down.
I could just break them back down.
Then yeah,
How much metal
we
do
will
you
worry
have?
about how much it takes if you fail to do so.
383 pounds.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah, that's more than...
That's more than enough. We will worry about how much of it wasted if you lose it,
Okay.
as opposed to.
So what if he wants to make 400-pound runners?
I don't want to make 400-pound runners. I want to make them specifically as light as I can.
So I fold out the boat into... I'm guessing we want the raft
Full-size
size.
galley.
How big can your exit from?
10 feet, I believe.
Yeah, we could definitely push that out the door.
And even if
Which
not,
one are you doing?
we can take...
Not the biggest one.
Oh, okay. You're doing the small one. Okay.
Yeah.
Even if not, we can take the frame out, take the boat out, put the boat on the... And I can sit there and put the boat on the frame and fix the rest of it outside.
The entrance shimmer and is 5 feet wide and 10 feet tall, so we might have to flip it on its side.
Yeah. We'll have to do some furniture maneuvering, but we could get it out.
I'll have the serpents help.
Yeah.
But basically, the thing being, you don't get to
Get a running start on it, or...
be all in the bubble before it leaves the.
No. Can you tiny hut while in Magnificent Mansion?
Can I tiny hut? Yeah.
It's nothing that says you can't. But if you ever deterred it like that, no.
We could still do it. He would have to let me borrow his slippers.
Well, I'm wearing
I could just...
Also,
put
these
spider
are
climb
tailored
on
and
you.
wouldn't fit you at all.
Yeah.
You will have to hold me.
Or Bob can just cast Spider Climb on you.
Oh, that too.
Like, these are tailored.
Don't you all have to be inside the hut when it's cast, and then you have to stay there?
Yes.
Yeah, so...
Which
we all
really means
sit on
you
the
all
boat.
need to be in. Which really means, yeah, basically everyone sit there, First off, so you take your time. You make it. Do you take a long rest while you're?
We're not gonna.
We all want to heal. Yeah, we have to heal. Do that. Refresh all Orion spells.
Yeah.
So tailors make clothes and cobblers make shoes. Does that mean my shoes are cobbled?
Yeah.
Sure. Cobbled together?
I think it's
I
still.
feel like that's wrong.
I still feel like it's still custom cobbling or custom tailoring.
That's my
what
point.
they're working?
Fitted. They're fitted.
Yeah, fitted, right? Yeah.
But I was thinking of, like, we call it tailored, and that obviously has implications. But we call cobbled together something bad. What happened? Who hated cobblers?
I think it has
The
more
elves.
I think it has more to do with the dessert as opposed to the shoe maker.
Cobbler?
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
English.
So we, again, try to wizard our way out of hell.
So you use, I'm guessing, a spell for fabricate.
Yeah, I will need to use fabricate in order to build
You do that.
the runners.
And then,
There's also something else that I want to do.
yeah, what else are you doing before you're doing whatever
before
you're exiting?
going to bed?
Oh, sure.
I wanted to take Laduguer aside for a moment, and I'm going to cast Telepathic Bond on the two of us.
Okay.
And then I want to ask him, as best as he can recall, the specific information that he has about the Mind Flayers. Like if he knew any of their names or seen any of them, any like personal experience with details that he can remember.
No, you certainly get visions of them and such. No names, no real proper sensible language. That's not the way they...
Would have thunk the all psychic race talk psychically.
Yeah.
It's like the mushrooms didn't either, so there's that.
There is less, in a lot of the area where you guys have been, there's a lot less of their direct involvement. There would be occasional ones around, but to a large extent, the creatures that they basically combated, broken the minds of, are basically living and working in what are efficiently cities, set apart from the main colony itself.
So mind flayers don't, stay with their mind-broken slaves.
Yeah, there are some that come and maintain things, but yeah, for the most part, they're...
Yeah, I'm just having him record like any specific information or any other like creatures or things that he knows about the Mind Flayers that I can.
Yeah, I'll show you something that.
Also, before bed, I'm going to ask sword stuff.
Yep, best way down. Did you want that?
Oh, you can just hold on to it. You have it too.
Okay.
Because I believe those are all mine, or did you want them?
Nope. I have mine for my DMing.
Yeah, okay.
The various things that you don't have much of things, walking brains, other various. Yeah, I think you saw some of the what basically are rodents that have had the tops of their head cut off and things like that. Other things like that, in addition to the proper bless you. You definitely see other Durgar, and you see various Gith. You also see they're almost humanish, but sunken and hunchbacked and sallow and
Ghoulish?
almost ghoulish. Yeah, a little bit. They're not ghouls, but
When gulch means a very specific type of creature.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I would use that word, but not to mean what it means in D&D.
Just made of giant eagles.
Yeah, just basically gray and... Yeah.
Nobody say free bird.
Basically, so a sort of people like that, and then you also see a strange and demented grouping of fish people.
Unlike our crab people.
Fish people. Yeah, fish people.
What are the frogs? Were there a bunch of frogs there?
No, the frogs were the Slod. He did not recall much to do with them.
Okay. I go ahead and show him images of the Slod that we encountered, just so he's that, and then the...
Yeah, he says he's seen something similar, but he doesn't recall too much with it. They weren't around much. He doesn't exactly remember. He wasn't sure. To his recollection, he's not sure if they were allied or enslaved. But he knows basically, and I guess to be clear, in addition to obviously the Drogar and Geth, the sunken humanoid people and the fish people were other races that were enslaved by the Oathids.
I think about the mind stones that were in the Slod to him. And then also revisualize the symbol that we found that pointed us in the direction of the mind flayers at the Slod pits.
Nothing necessarily with that. If I'm recalling correctly, that was basically them getting to the point of worshipping of these things.
It's like, these are some of the stuff that we've come across, and it's vaguely connected. Okay, I just wanted to get some more specific information from him real quick.
Yep.
Oh, Sword, what is the best way from the 8th level of Hell to the 9th layer of Hell?
From where we are.
From where we are might get us go outside the Magnificent Mansion.
That's true.
The best way to the layer below is to go down.
There we go.
I may be interpreting this wrong, but I think it wants us to break through the ice and go wherever that water is and go down. Or just seek lower elevation.
We'll find a hole in the ice.
Yeah.
There were fishers. You've seen some.
Yeah.
Or whatever you pronounced it.
Cravats.
Yeah.
Crevasse.
Yeah.
Wait, cravat? Yeah.
Cravat is
another
totally
different
thing.
I think it's something you wear?
Yeah.
It's a poofy necklace thing?
It's a poofy necktie.
There were some of those laying around, yes.
It's what the douches wear.
Yeah.
The ice is
And
just
ascot.
Yeah, crevasse. Deep crack or fracture found in an ice sheet or glacier.
Yeah, you have seen some of those.
As opposed to a crevice for rock.
I would have used the same word for both.
Well, you would have been technically wrong. The worst kind of wrong.
I'm technically wrong all the time.
That's the worst kind of wrong.
I experience it all the time. I'm used to it at this point.
Just like you gotta remember. Technically, literally means figuratively.
Nuh-uh.
Technically.
It's in the dictionary and everything.
Yeah, dictionaries can be wrong.
Technically, no, they can't.
No, technically they can.
They literally can't.
I don't know what you mean!
You can figuratively figure
What are
it
you
out.
guys doing? Don't make me make the ice breaking on your mansion.
I take a long rest
Technically,
Okay.
they can't.
after talking to Laduguer.
Long rest. Check.
Oh wait,
Well-
I eat first. Eat and bathe.
Yeah, I assume that all goes in with long rest. We have this
The rest of you are getting very hungry for not telling me that you eat.
Well, the bigger...
I just assumed you didn't.
It's like we all can... We can keep going. We'll be fine.
You know, I'd agree with
We
you.
have a 24-hour period. We're not in a hurry.
Yeah, we just
There is no time limit.
Yeah,
We could go out and cast those again.
Hell, I don't even think Ryan has to leave this one to cast a new one.
Yeah, we could just move in.
Not technically. I don't think so, at least. They'd probably end the previous one, I think.
What's the problem? Oh, nothing. We just have to run like crazy through 12 different mansions to make it out the door once they disappear one after the other behind us. Oh god! We've made terrible decisions!
As reality is just collapsing in on itself. This is why portable holes aren't allowed in portable halls. It rips reality.
I don't have enough spell slots for that shenanigans.
Just start inceptioning.
It's like, what does this level 25 wizard do with his time? Just stupid crap. Crap you wouldn't believe.
All these epic boons.
I don't know. Somehow farcing into the future, watches Inception, and thinks he can do it with Magnificent Mansion.
So he takes a level 1, throws him in there, and watch hilarity ensue.
Just thinking if he can go deep enough to get time dilation. And if not, he just starts casting time stop at it.
I could fill this place with traps.
Of course you could.
Yeah.
So anyways, we make it skid for the boat, we put Ryan in the boat, we strap him in, he casts tiny hutch.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a fabricate for today. That is going to be a
Ritual.
a ritual. That's going to be turning off the camera for temperature and a spell slot for.
I mean, we don't
Spell slot? What?
Because you're casting the
The what?
spider climb.
spider climb.
Or
on
Ryan
him.
could just hold on to the the platform in the boat as we turned it a little. Also,
He's more than strong enough. He's got 19 strength. Because of gloves.
I'd have to hold on with one hand because I still got to do gestures.
well, wouldn't you just completely finish the thing inside the house?
You mean the? Oh, yeah. I could cast it and then flip the boat and then just kind of cling on.
Yeah, it's like we all sit in the boat. He casts it, then we push the boat out. So we're all whitelisted for it.
Yeah, I'm the only one who can't leave the bubble.
Yeah, which is why he's the one that needs to.
So hang on to the boat while we push it out.
Yeah, so it's like the bubble's already up. I just have to cling on while they move it.
Also, what happens when you leave the mansion? Does it stay up?
Yeah.
Does the mansion stay up? Yep, I can go in and out of it.
Yes, it does not collapse with him.
Yeah, just seeing if, who has to be out for.
Yeah, nobody.
So, fabricate in.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
And even if it falls off, that's
Then
a
you keep
10-foot
wasting
dome.
your time.
It's a 10-foot dome. I doubt he would, fall out of it. It's right there at the center point of the boat.
They can't be at the center point. I think you have to have it kind of off askew a bit. Because you are now trying to... Actually, how big is that dome?
10 feet, same as the boat.
10 feet tall?
It's a sphere, so it's too fat to fit through the door.
Yeah, it's too fat to fit through the door if you
The
put
door's
that on
only
there.
5 foot wide.
Ah.
So just take it outside.
Yeah, we'll have to go outside.
Okay.
And then do the thing where we stand around him.
Yeah.
So everyone goes out. More. Okay.
That seems like a lot of low 20s.
Yeah, that's... Does 23 hit Kalidan?
No.
Those look pretty low.
They're all low.
So
It's not quite as bad today, apparently.
we go out. There's a harsh breeze, but no razor blades in the air. Snippy.
You can do your ritual, you guys get in, and it's not until you're secluded within, and it's 10 minutes to do that.
Yeah.
It's not until you're secluded within there that the next nearby glacier bursts more shards into the air. You lucked out on that. And it's just you, therefore, that is out?
Yeah.
Is there something that I can do before we leave the mansion?
Maybe.
No. I want to cast Demiplane and shove a bunch of my portable hole stuff into the Demiplane.
He's a wizard with an ace base now.
He wants an emptier portable hole so we can all ride in it.
Okay.
Yep. I go ahead and leave. The
Giant.
yeah, I leave one giant body in my portable hole and the silver that I'm carrying,
Yeah, earthquake.
and then I go ahead and push the rest of the stuff, including my skeleton bodies and I'll leave the metal inside my current portable hull. So I'll keep the iron, one frost giant body, and the silver that I'm carrying.
Okay. Presumably the one that is equipped with the stuff that he worked on.
Yeah.
The animated one?
There isn't.
Oh, you never animated that one yet?
Yeah, no. I've got one that's animated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't you have to disassemble it to...
No?
No, he can wig out the 10-foot.
Yeah, I just had to have it crawl in to the portable hull. I mean, it's still the same size as the T-Rex, so...
Basically, you had to reanimate each time.
Oh, no, he just kind of... No, I
Well,
didn't...
the T-Rex is really long and awkward. He's just a straight pillar.
Yeah, they just have to crawl in. It's big enough that they can...
Well, wait. How tall is a frost giant? Because that's only 10 feet of space. Like, up and down.
curl up.
Just
Because-
do a sitting nesting position. We need you to do a seated fetal position, please.
Because even then, it's probably taking up most of that portable hole.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Does it tell me how big they are?
I'm guessing like 25 feet.
No.
No?
No.
Frost giant, about 21 feet tall.
No.
He's big.
You're thinking more cloud giants.
Okay. So, like 2 up or 1 up?
Well, could be storm giants. They're both on either side of 25.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, 21 feet tall. So he will have to squish.
So, you're in a bubble.
Now, drag us towards that hole.
Yes, and I'm now dragging a boat on runners.
Come on,
Because, of course I am.
Okay. What are you looking for?
I told you we're going to be looking for a deep crevasse that keeps going down. So
Yeah, that. Survival check?
Sure.
have inspiration.
What does that do?
D6.
And what's the range on that?
Probably 30 feet.
The range is I don't know if spells can go out, and this isn't technically a spell.
Yeah, right, yeah, that's because spells can't go out.
Yeah. If you're saying the ability is a spell, that's also fine.
You have to go
Just
out
stick
and-
your head out and be like, you got this.
But then he comes out, and then the dice gets rolled.
For 1 second.
Yeah, but then the dice gets rolled.
He'll be fine.
These damage intervals are all over the place.
I know.
And guidance is
D4.
D4.
Which he can cast on himself.
Yeah, that you can get.
So you're not going to give me the inspiration, Nick?
No.
Don't be
Not
a bitch.
unless he wants
Stick your
to
head
damage.
out. Stick your head out. He might roll poorly.
I might. I've rolled poorly thus far.
Well, I have like a 20 buffer, so do we all, so I'll take a little.
You're fine.
Yes.
So easy.
That's good because I needed it.
Or you didn't. You don't know which one was going to be the...
19... 20.
They're at the 1 hour mark.
23 misses. The rest of them...
You're just, I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's
You have my jacket? I'm working up a sweat!
I have it strapped up so that I can use my shoulders to just lean into it, and I have a shield on one arm, and keep the other hand free in case someone decides to act up, and I get to axe their ass.
Well, one would assume you're holding that flaming axe close to your body.
The rest of you, as you're in there, he doesn't even...
You just see it, like...
Did it warm up out there?
I turn around for something, you see an ice shard just hit me in the forehead and bounce off.
What do you mean forehead? That entire thing's covered in metal.
What are you talking about? I don't have a helmet.
The dwarven armor definitely comes with a helmet.
Yeah.
I mean, the face part's open so you can
Yeah,
imagine
it's
it's a beard, but...
I didn't know that it came with a helmet.
yeah, it's in the picture and everything.
I'm not looking for headgear.
You can take the helmet off, but then you lose your bonuses.
All this stuff down here means nothing without the helmet.
Can I just wear the helmet? Don't ask stupid questions.
Magic.
No, the helmet gives you...
Dwarven.
Yeah, the helmet gives you the real bonus. Gives you that beard. Which, at this
Which
point...
the rest of it gives you enough of a desire for a beard that you can't...
Which at this point must be, indeed, quite luxurious. Because I never trimmed my beard to start with.
Also, you're...
And, 50% chance to either grow a beard or make it better.
Yes, nice.
The Goliath dwarfs bringing awesome to the frayeds, and now huge midgets!
That's...
You're using the words rather than the D&D. Again, with the using words that have a meaning in D&D, but not their D&D meaning. What's wrong with you?
Nice
And now upper medium-sized midgets!
nice of the wind to try to give him a trim.
You just come out after this, you just have a few minutes
you
left.
just still have this is like this just hanging chunks of ice around you.
No, the luxuriousness of the beard.
That is the price you're paying right now.
Disagree.
So we're looking for a hole in the ground.
Yeah. So yeah, after some searching, you
Can
do.
Bob find it from his ass?
I think he knows the difference.
Oh, that's a saying.
Yep.
I have survival. I know the difference between my ass and a hole in the ground.
Yep.
You don't have survival. You do not know the difference between your ass and a hole in the ground.
I'm half trained in survival.
Yeah, but you don't have your rat, so...
Different ability.
But yeah, you do manage to find
A hole.
crevice, crevasse,
Crevasse.
whatever you want to say.
Hole.
You do find a broken line in the ice that sinks down.
It seemed like you were about to start drowning in your own spittle when you were saying it.
Break off some ice and throw a light down there.
I can just go look.
Isn't this whole thing to protect you?
Arcane Eye.
Oh, okay.
Also,
Can't get it out of the thing.
Spells can't... No. I think I could, right?
No, we can't cast it out of the...
what is the
He
exact
casts
wording?
He casts
Yeah,
it in
could
it.
he cast it
moves
in and have it move through?
Yeah.
Although I don't know, because that... what is the word? Because that would allow some conjuration that starts from you and arcs off to...
Well, we did allow concentration spells to be outside the bubble, but I don't believe Austin was allowed to direct the lightning afterwards.
Yeah.
The dome is a mobile spell extends and you can make inside them. Outside is an opaque color. You choose.
But I'd like to point out, past consistency means nothing in this game. The rules are just topsy-turvy arbitrary.
Well, he tries.
Timey-wimey.
You've been playing this game for like 2 years now.
When you cast a
Timey-wimey.
spell, creatures and objects in the dome's area.
This is some Doctor Who level
When you
writing.
cast a spell can move through. Everything else is unable to enter. Spells and other magical effects can't pass the barrier of the dome on either end.
Yeah, can't pass.
Yeah, I can't pass it. Yeah, so no.
Okay, so that I can't do.
Throw a chunk of light ice down there. You have that as a cantrip.
Throw what?
Do you have light as a cantrip?
Yeah.
Yeah, throw something down the
Break
hole.
off a chunk of the ice from the side of your beard, cast light on it, and goes down about 60 feet.
Keep walking.
Yeah.
Obviously not
Deep enough.
down, but around.
Just keep throwing little bits in there and see if it goes down any
It
further.
fell and shattered.
Yeah, but that's one spot in this hole. I assume this goes ways.
I think that the hold that we're looking for will be more obvious.
Okay.
Keep on moving then. Tell me when I get to take my next survival check to find it.
Okay, so you ignore this.
There's nothing here.
You've checked one spot in it. You can't assume what's directly below you is the only thing that could be down there. That could just be a shelf.
I threw it in the middle.
$25.
Meets.
So I forget how this game works when it meets.
Meet or beat.
Oh, so damage. Okay.
Also, why a 15-minute chunk? Like, it's just what dice you had.
Felt right.
Okay.
So
You called it an hour, but I thought I did 50 minutes on the last one too.
Thought I counted 6 rolls, but I could be wrong.
So I spend the rest of the time looking at the stupid crevasse.
Okay, so are you?
I investigate the stupid ass crevasse.
Do you try to go down?
No,
or
I
do you
don't try to go down.
Okay, you find.
Just keep casting light and chucking stuff down there.
Make a perception check.
I'm not good at this. I'm gonna give myself guidance. Do I actually have perception? Oh,
sure you
holy
do.
crow, I do. 25.
You are good at those. You don't. I mean, they keep hitting about the same distance down and breaking, but at some point you do see a couple from right on the edge of it. You've disturbed something. There's something that is moving around down there and trying to avoid the effects of being spotted by your light as it is hiding down below.
Is light concentration?
No, but I think
Just an hour.
yeah. I
Okay.
think you can only have one at a time.
Oh. Guess I was going to pass out like 100 things. Stop hiding! I try to throw light at it.
Attack the darkness.
Yeah, no, I'm like throwing the items with light on them down there trying to throw it at it.
Some sort
Can't
of.
you just put light on your axe and throw it and retrieve it?
I don't want to do that.
Some sort of gray-skinned devil.
Wave.
Do you tell us there's a devil down there?
No.
Oh.
Kind of gives you a piercing, evaluating.
If it thinks if it's doing a sense motive, non-hostile.
That was an attack roll.
That was adorable.
Yeah. Spell ends if you cast it again.
Yeah, just trying to evaluate what you're doing.
Yeah, this ain't the place.
I see him wave out there. Who are you waving at? There's something down there we could talk to and ask for directions?
Don't get pulled over.
One of you has survival. One of you has to rely on asking other people.
Yeah.
Never even thought of asking. I was going to figure it out eventually.
There's nothing else down here, correct?
I mean, you are looking down on a hole. You don't know what is down there other than what is straight below this part.
And so far, we've gotten through like 90% of hell by asking directions. So I'm going to get him, bundle up, get him a broom, and go fly down the hole. Yeah, that hits
25.
me.
I'm saving those numbers before if you do move on.
You'll be fine until that last one.
Look at this graph.
That's 29 cold and 17 piercing. And you said you flew down to it?
Yeah.
Yes, you sort of go over the ridge and down, and you, of course, are you off that vision? You've been in the Underdark for most of the game. First off, you do notice as it breaks down, it does widen and have various paths that lead off of this at the bottom.
Huh.
There are actual tunnels underneath the ice.
Good.
It has how literally no one else has been on top of it, because you'd have to be crazy to travel around up there.
So once I get down here, is more shielded from the wind and rain? Oh, okay. Anyways, I see it, wave. You speak common.
What do you mean?
You know,
Is that a no?
this keeps coming up. No one speaks common down here. I ask again in Celestial.
First off, you went to France and are like, why does no one here speak English?
Because they speak English in France!
Most of them do.
And you have found a variety of people that do, but not everyone,
I'd like to point
because it's not England.
out that while we're in the hole and he's out there, I can lean over to Ken and go, look at them. They're engaging in adventure all on their own. I'm such a good influence.
She pauses, she thinks, she doesn't say anything. You technically didn't break the rules.
Nope.
You are talking directly to me.
Without a story
This
involved.
is a lie.
I'm just basking in that I'm having such a strong influence on this party.
I'm just
So then you speak in Celestial. So now I have to get stats for that.
He knows exactly 3 words in Celestial, and it's you down duty.
Oh, by the way, is this Bugman or the big ice lizard pointy thing? Yeah.
What do you mean?
Is it the ice devil?
No, it is not an ice devil.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, the big pointy one's the bone death.
Yeah.
By the way, I would not try Celestial if it was a Pit Fiend. But then again,
So little Pit Fiend.
almost every Pit Fiend we've met speaks common.
Yeah. They do tend to be much smarter and much more likely to speak other languages.
That feels weird that Pit Fiends are smarter.
Well, the
They're the
prettier they
Yeah,
are,
22 intelligence.
Oh,
the prettier they are, the more languages they speak.
It's like, no, they're smart. It's the reason I keep bringing them up is because they're intelligent. That's why most of your interactions, I use them less for their brutal strength, other than that time when I had to kill Austin.
Yeah.
Less for their brutal strength and more for the fact that they're smart. But out from sort of a cloak of leathers or some chained hooks.
We've seen these guys before.
You have. So 21
Shield.
and less.
Come on.
Well, that was just unkind. Just go float over. Screw you. Pop. I want to see if I can pop a demon. Or devil.
Mm-hmm. What do you hear?
Oh, bonus action. Cast my Hex Blade on it. Then I'm going to go whack it in the head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Mm-hmm. So it decapitates it.
Vorpal.
Vorpal Stone, does it have a head?
It does have a head. What does it specify?
Did you give me the sheet of Vorpal?
Yeah, I believe you did.
I totally put 209 in the DMG.
Hey,
I
at least you
almost
wrote
was
down the
helpful.
number.
Yeah, no, it's bad. As I'm trying to look it up.
Sword of Nick, +3 to attack, ignore slashing damage, roll natural 20, cuts head off, immune to something.
If it is immune to slashing damage,
Oh,
doesn't have a head, has legendary actions,
6.
or the DM decides the creature is too big for its head to be cut off with this weapon.
I don't think it's any of those things.
You cut off his head!
That devil!
Snicker snack.
Yeah?
Like I said, I went up and booped
Look
it.
at that.
Hey, and if you succeeded in popping the devil.
Yes. Just a fountain of blood.
If you could
and
talk,
ice.
if you could talk, you could yell out something like, "Did it give directions?"
I look down at my rock and go, "Gee, I wonder how getting directions has worked out for him so far."
I fly back up. There are a bunch of caves down there. We can go there and be out of the wind. Yeah, that kind hook devil, gave me directions of all of these caves.
Bring me the head.
Okay.
You try to pick up the head, and the head is still attached to the body.
It throws back.
No, by chains.
Oh.
It has chains that wrap and like have hooks into all the face that are also hooked into all the chains that wrap around his body.
He would have lost his head if it wasn't attached.
You've broken some of the chains, but once the head is flying away, your sword is no longer breaking the chains that are now no longer in its path.
His head's sort of just dangling over here.
Yeah, by like 6 chains that are attached to...
Man, you killed Alice.
I
Alice in chains.
Yeah, I got it.
So, yeah, let's fly up there. It's like, carry the boat now.
How heavy is the boat now?
Good question.
How heavy was the boat before?
I don't know, Nick. How heavy is the boat?
What's your carrying?
Well, my carrying is...
What is the name of the actual item?
Floating boat. And I don't... Surprisingly, I'm figuring it's not one of those items that have a listed weight in longboat form.
4 pounds.
Unless it's still 4 pounds.
It is not.
I mean, it could be.
It's magical. It could be, but...
It could be, but it's not.
Let's see.
I did the weight. 600.
Is your...
Yeah, my lift drag is 1,200 pounds. Sorry.
Of course not. It's only 400 off. It's practically the same.
It is.
What do you guys do math?
Sure.
I did write it down, though.
That's better than most of them.
Mm-hmm. Now, the question is, would that have changed your answer of him dragging us around?
Huh. There is actually a chart in here that has lists of...
Yeah, no, I figured there's...
Ship cost, speed, crew, passengers, how much cargo can hold, AC, HP, damage threshold. Does not list weights for them, though. For some reason, it doesn't imagine that you're picking them up.
Well, that's just bad D&Ding. They should always expect us to pick things up and throw it at our enemies. That's a lot of damage. That was always Ryan's threat in the mechanical game. Don't make me throw the boat at you.
Because I could lift those.
Yes. And Bob, while merely immune to magic, was
You
not
cannot
immune to boats.
effectively lift the boat down there. I mean, you could have it...
Well, no,
send it
I have to
crashing
lift
down.
the boat off of the frames so we can collapse the boat and take apart
If
the
you
frame.
collapse you can collapse the boat the way the frame is done, and it will just be small inside the frame, and then you have the frame loose to push down the hole and break down there.
Okay.
Yeah. All that effectively means is that the 4 of you that have not yet had a roll for this have a roll. Does 19 hit?
Yeah.
Does 22 hit?
Yep.
Is it me?
You don't get one. You already had a roll. You're good.
Cannon.
Not yet. She's next.
Well, she's going to get hit.
Yeah.
There's a good chance of that.
But don't forget, everyone has 20 extra HP to soak some of this.
21.
Oh, we're up to 21?
Yeah.
So we are.
Actually, she might be okay.
How much AC she got?
I don't know, but I rolled an 8, which means it's 14. So she
Ooh, that
might...
hit me.
It's like she might be within there. It's right around 13. She's in.
Ah, she has the same AC as me.
With the temp HP, I'm up to 200 health.
Nice.
So here you go, everyone damage.
Yeah. So let's do cold is 28, and then
That's the same
21
damage it was last
slashing.
time.
28 and 21. And you said 21 is how much we want?
That's the exact same amount as damage as the first time.
You saw me roll the dice both times!
Unless I mathed it wrong the first time.
Well, 28 was definitely the first dice roll. Because I remember you taking 14.
Another 35 damage.
Well, your first 35 damage.
He's way fine. With his divine stuff. So 21 and 28, so 28. Cannon is up, but not doing well as she...
Healing ward.
Which heals...
Like 2d4.
Yeah.
Well, let me just sword.
Basically nothing.
Yeah. Group heal. That's 3d8.
Yeah, so basically, I'm guessing, those of the weaker nature go down as you finish collapsing stuff down and pushing it down to... You can recover your metal.
Okay.
Assuming he pushes it down for you. I do.
17 plus probably max, so 5. So 23 HP all around. Everyone regained 23 HP.
Okay. There's only 5 down.
Well, not you. You didn't take damage. Mister, I don't take damage. Way to do your job.
It's kind of what you do.
I tend to plane of hell.
Hey, you did successfully do that.
I spent a lot of time and effort making this dude
Yeah.
tanky. Don't
And you are good at it! You are good at it.
He's like sucks at literally everything else, but he can tank.
He's a pretty decent damage output.
Eh,
Most of that's equipment, but...
it's all equipment.
Oh, 2d6. Well, 2d6 plus 1.
So we got
2d6 and then 8.
so we got a chain
1d8
double
plus
for it.
2d6.
Well,
Yes.
you'd be doing a normal D8 if you were just an axe.
Cannon and Laduguer, and it's like, can either of you speak Infernal?
Well, I imagine Laduguer.
Yeah, Ludicar can. And I imagine Cannon can.
As
Just
you
seems
want to
like the
make
kind
it
of thing.
speak with dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, she speaks with the missile and Infernal, yeah.
I had abilities I passed up for that.
I go ahead and pop a speak with dead potion.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Here, as we reach in there, open up the esophagus.
yeah! You pour it in the mouth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Put it
You-
on.
The
You
head's
get
severed.
Magic.
Can
It's
we
a magic
really-
potion lets you speak with the dead. Nick. I
You
don't
literally
think
can just break off the chains and carry the head around if you want to do it later.
Oh, okay.
Can we reuse the potion by catching it as it comes down?
It just appears in between the lips and all. The liquid may pour out, but the magic is gone.
Oh, okay.
He now drinks like a dual hand.
Just 8 spaces that liquid.
Just
No,
don't ask
I
questions.
think that requires some specific individual to pour it in, and they're the one that actually gets the benefit, correct?
I don't think so. I think it's just.
If it's as spell, it's you casting the
As
spell.
yeah.
let's see.
Otherwise, random people could walk by and ask pointless questions, and it's done.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be me.
I still have the mouth and can't be undead. If the spell fails, until we spell, you can ask up to 5 questions. The corpse knows what it knew in life, including languages it knows. Answers brief, cryptic, repetitive, and the corpse has no compulsion to offer a truthful answer. If hostile to it or recognizes you as an enemy, a spell doesn't return the creature's soul to its body, only recognizes the animated spirit. Thus, the corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since its die, and can't speculate.
I go stand off in the corner.
You can't ask, so.
Yeah, so I can give the potion to one of them if they want to try it.
Who do you...
Canon, the one who speaks the right language.
They both do.
Yeah. And it's like, I ask which one of them would be more willing to get the information from it for how to get down.
Or just tell them the 5 questions you want to ask.
Yeah, you can decide whatever.
Here, parrot what I'm saying to you to ask this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, go ahead and...
Yeah, Laduguer is much more just sort of gung-ho of we'll do whatever.
Yeah.
I don't care. Whereas Canon would much more want to know, wait, what are we doing first? Either would be willing to do it once they know.
I give it to Canon because I think she'll be more considerate if we ask a non-useful question.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Do any of you speak Infernal?
I do.
That's a no.
Nope.
Alright. Let's see. Who knows what it knew in life? Including languages. Brief, cryptic, repetitive.
And I'm trying to hide over in the corner so it doesn't see me.
No compulsion for truth. If you're hostile. So yes, you go face the other way. Now I get why.
Hey, that's the dude what's killed me. You shouldn't have attacked first. I was asking a question.
That's the celestial dude.
Let's be fair. All Celestials do to hell is sort of watch over it. If I had done it in Abyssal, instant attack, I understand. It's like, ooh, that's one of those perverts who just watches. They're not
There aren't that
with
many. You found there are a number that watch higher up.
Yeah.
They tend to be on the first layer. They are literally watching over the war.
Yeah. It's just, it doesn't seem like hell's at war with heaven. Hell's at war with other hells.
Being preoccupied doesn't mean that.
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
okay.
They have a bigger war with heaven. It is just a less active. It is more of a spies and that kind of espionage
The
war.
Cold War versus the Hot War.
Yeah.
The demons.
Whereas there's an open battle that they're having with the Abyss.
Yeah.
Thus, these spies from heavens that are just watching to make sure this is carrying on and no side is getting too much ground to allow them to focus on their own territory.
Wait, does the people on the first layer not notice that?
They're aware of it, but it's the kind of thing that they have little to do about.
I would think they would just send like a flock of imps, go sit around their balls so they can't see anything.
The enemy of my
Then
enemy
again,
is my chess piece.
As demonstrated by Erich, they can just shoot those imps, evidently. They're not confined to that ball.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, it is sort of the, where is the level, and, well, can we keep you here? We're going to watch where you are because we can see you, and we'd rather you stay out in the open where we know what you're doing, and they're just sort of both mutually distrusting of each other. Anyways, do you have any discussion as to what the questions are going to be?
Well, let's go ahead and field some. One of them's definitely going to be directions to the next layer down.
You just want to get started and begin with things, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Does Canon offer a suggestion for a question since we got 5?
Kind of depends on what
So
the answers are to the ones that we get.
Okay.
Ask the how do we get to the next layer of hell, then qualifying questions given his first answer.
And yeah, maybe like potential obstacles that we would have on this layer to getting there.
If we can get through get the answers we need first, sure.
Also, any knowledge or passwords that we might need to know in order to get through this layer, or something along those lines. And maybe another person on this layer that would be of help to us.
So she pours it through, and the inert liquid draining out just sort of freezes along the bottom of its neck as it's pouring out. Its eyes sort of rat open, and the chains wrapped around its mouth kind of jingle a little bit as its jaw slacks open and it stares blankly at her. She speaks and gets a reply, and then kind of elbows at Laduguer, who then kind of translates to the rest of you for how to get down. He says the Styx are the those who are in charge would allow it.
Next question. From here, where's the Styx? I don't say that. I'm hiding in the corner.
You're in the Styx, silly.
Yeah, and it's like, ask him for directions to using the Styx pathway.
Where it is.
Yeah, where we would get to it from here.
Back and forth. And has no idea where the Styx is from here.
What
Yes.
a loser! Ask him how it feels to be a nerd!
Yes, next question is, where's the leader from here? Not that I want to collect stamps from hell, but it seems the fastest way.
Gotta get all the gym badges.
Mm-hmm. Unless you have a better question.
If you wanted to get down, what method would you use for the most success?
How would you, if you were going to go to the next layer of hell, do so?
Yeah, if you were to do it.
Back and forth, and it would request passage from its own superiors.
Okay.
Sneaky little cunt. He's not answering the question they want.
He probably doesn't have the info we want. We could probably get where we can find a superior,
He's
though.
a chain devil, not the
Yeah.
highest ranking.
Yeah.
Alright. What individual on this layer would be most willing to help us in this task of getting down to the next layer that you know of?
Frank.
No. It's clearly Steve. He came on vacation.
You know Steve!
Yes to who? Not aware.
There's a pause in their own answer before they cannot think of anyone that would be wanting to help anyone descend.
Clarification means like, does this include bribery?
That's like your fifth question.
It is your fifth question.
Are you using... Would this include bribery? No. Or yes. Either answer, useless. Where can we find your superiors? Less useful. Or more useful.
Yeah.
Which one do you go for?
Cannon
literally just keeping her mouth shut while this is working until you've decided. She almost said one.
Yeah.
It's like, you're smarter than this.
So ask his superiors. I guess, yeah. Go ahead and ask him where we can find his superiors.
His direct superiors are in Dis.
Okay.
Well, you heard it. We gotta just start over. We'll go back to the top. We'll visit Dis. We'll find this guy's superiors. And we'll just make the trip again. We'll fast forward the whole time.
I mean, really, if you're going back there, it's much quicker just to back out and in, because that'll put you at layer 1.
Exactly.
I figure we just start wandering caves so we either find more devils or the Styx.
That's not a lack of information. You got some details there.
Yeah.
We'll either find a city with people being devils, or the Styx. You know, the same thing we've done every time. Oh yeah, you got this, Bob. Kalidan.
I get to survive again.
Yes.
I'm gonna try guiding myself.
What are we doing?
Picking a tunnel and walking.
I'm gonna try a survival check our way to the Styx.
Okay.
Further and further down we go.
7, 31.
As we pass this ice wall, put big X in it.
At 31, you're able to travel for, let's say, about 8 hours. And 2 different times, you're able to spot points where there are those
Guys,
trapped souls, frozen, motionless inside the the walls, but no real way to access them, and doesn't seem to be an active flow of the sticks. It's just maybe one of the random bits of souls from the sticks that has gotten trapped somewhere in the ice here.
Okay.
we want to continue on for the day, or make a survival check to find people next time?
We're gonna keep trying to find the sticks because some people ain't gonna ask for directions. I ain't pulling this party over.
Well,
The only time I'm gonna pull this party over is if I'm gonna deliver spankings.
well. Hey, Eric, which way do you think we should go? I just want to throw the luck at it.
No, I'm literally like you say that to me, and I just look down at my rock and go, I ain't pulling this party over. If I'm pulling this party over, someone's getting spankings.
Well, I say with great confidence that I'm almost certain, based on the rock patterns, that
All eyes. No, literally all eyes. I have no doubt you say rock patterns.
I can see the rock behind the ice.
And as you're just looking at my rock.
That's the trick. That's the trick.
Literally only rock around.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that way.
What do you get?
13.
Luck.
I mean, he did just point right at a solid sheet of ice.
I meant that path to the left of that.
You got this, Kalidan.
As I was just walking on, like I told you, I'm not pulling this party over.
And we continue walking.
Yeah, you carry on for another 8 hours. You do find at certain points that you are finding deeper and lower bits of cavern.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least we're still going down.
You did at one point during this probably find a small area that looks like someone had laid camp here probably a few days ago.
Camp is such a slag.
There was a camp here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I want to investigate the area and see what I can find out about the camp's previous...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You note that I pulled the
occupants.
party over the second he wants to do something. Probably take it personal.
So, 18?
Investigation?
Yes.
Because nothing bad happens if I leave you behind. I kind of need him.
3. There were 3 people here.
A hobby
Medium-sized devils.
Don't know what you're talking about. I have a way home.
Do not seem to be necessarily like natives. Seem
Not
much-
adapted to the cold.
yeah, much like the chain devil, possibly that kind of was something else of similar outsider.
Kind of would shunt me back to the material plane, right?
Probably. You haven't tried it though.
Yeah.
Assuming that you were really born where you assume you were born.
Takes me there, heaven.
Material plane over a volcano.
Dicks. Well, I have short range teleports. I can turn into a bird. I can survive being teleported over a volcano. Probably.
Yeah. And they leave anything behind?
Garbage.
Just waste.
Yeah, waste. Yeah.
They're terrible Boy Scouts.
Yeah. So, I go ahead and take notes that there are 3 non-native devils that took up this place. I go ahead and figure out what direction they came from and which they left in.
Both sort of the general direction that you're coming from.
Okay.
So that's been a 16-plus hour day. Do we shack up for the night and continue in the morning?
Yeah, I should say so.
Yeah.
Some of you weren't dragging a boat for the first part of the day.
Yeah.
You didn't get an exhaustion level, which means you're fine.
There's only a couple hours out there.
And that night, as Sword Where can
Do
we?
you mention?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll mention.
Where can we find the Styx in the 8th layer of hell from where we're at? It's
So
like
inside the mansion, leave the mansion. First step, don't be in the mansion.
Step 1. Find the Styx.
The Styx lies within the ice, inaccessible to all but the greatest to guard it.
I don't know. Sword says we gotta go talk to boss people again. Sword really wants us to collect stamps.
I'm not against that.
I'm not for it.
Let's see.
This is the most unwilling thing that my character has done in a long time. Going through the Styx. This whole hell part of this adventure. He's like been mildly okay with everything else. This he's just like...
He wasn't okay with it until he got to this point. Then he's like, oh, that wasn't as bad as that.
Yeah, retroactively. Hell, you were angry you had to go into the Underdark to find your uncle in the first place.
No, that he was very enthusiastic about.
He was just angry that he didn't get to find him, pick him up, and go home.
Yeah, he didn't anticipate extra steps. This is like when you're done with your day's work and you're about to leave and your boss walks up and goes, "Oh, can you take care of this for me?" And you tell him no, and he goes, "Well, I need you to, so..."
You well, I need you to, so...
Yeah, so you're going to have to.
I need you to overthrow the Illicit Empire. But I just want to go back home. I really need that done before the next rush.
Yeah, but I need you to, though. And you don't want to be that turd who holds up production. Because that dude gets a boot up the ass and deserves it.
Alright. So we'll go ahead and take our bed rest.
Another long rest.
We sold 40 spicy bites. I need you to go ahead and cut up 30 more. It called for 10. Yeah, that put us up to 30, so...
So, when we get out, you got this, and you double got this. You also have enhanced ability on wisdom checks.
$27.
Or we just keep going down.
As you are doing your survival, you don't think it would be a way towards any water path. But you do find a route that you think might lead to some sort of civilized group. Do you go towards that, or...?
Well, we got told that we had to go talk to boss people.
Okay.
That's what I've been told.
Yes. It's like, look for people this time. Evidently, the Styx is just this water all around us. All this non-flowing BS.
The Styx does flow within it. Its path regularly changes by whatever it goes, and various older parts of it freeze and just leave the souls stuck in the ice.
And we don't
If
have
we
a
break
submarine.
the ice, do they get out?
Do you try?
I don't really have a way to break the ice.
That's too bad. It'd be a good conversation.
I can use shatter.
I appreciate it.
Would it shatter?
I was trying to come up with something with it. You could certainly try.
I suggest
Also-
you not use
also-
shatter in the literal crystalline cave we're all standing in.
I use shatter over there. We're fine.
So you do use shatter?
Over there. It affects a specific area and nothing outside that area.
Except for the structural integrity of all that ice shattering.
It's not earthquake.
Can we
Just giant hole in the ice now.
Can we not?
Are you aiming ahead of or behind you?
Talk about the souls
Behind
that
us.
we're now releasing out into the wild that we don't want to deal with.
I mean, is it crystal or is it ice?
The last time we got attacked, freaking souls.
Yeah, remember last time you did this, the souls attacked you?
Yeah, but I used a tidal wave.
This is a whole
There were a
different
whole
thing.
bunch of them then.
Yeah. This is going to be like, what, 5?
Not helping.
This would be one of them. This would,
Weird. Look at that. Look at my aim.
Just need Cannon to start slapping him.
I mean, Kalidan wants to.
Just that point if I get a thoughtful look on my face and go, I wonder.
We all just...
So yes, it does shatter that large section of the ice, more ice falling, and yes, as the soul is released, it flails for a bit, hatches up, looks a bit in pain, and looks around until it sees you guys. And with razor claws dagging into the ice, it pulls itself, no apparent, lower body, just dragging itself along the ground in your direction.
Well, that's
How
weird.
fast is it going? Because we could just leave.
Yeah, that's it.
So we're going about 20 feet,
Yeah, we could just leave.
Yeah, we just
We
fast
could
walk away.
hilariously just leave.
Yeah, we fast walk away. See, well, there, you freed a soul, it can wreak havoc on some devils or something, maybe.
There will now be an unanswered question for someone.
So you just sort of turn away and walk. Is that correct?
Huh.
Yeah.
Just so they can be let loose that way.
I see you're a scientist. I'm something of a scientist myself.
Yes.
Does Canon have the ability just to put to rest lost souls or shove them back into the river or something?
She's not in this book.
Is Laduguer in this book?
Nope. They're both in the other book.
What if I did a gentle repose?
That's on dead bodies, so that they don't come back as undeads.
That thing don't have no body, buddy.
Oh, what about spare the dying? Would that be interesting?
Again, that one's on a living thing that has a body.
You could always make an athletics check.
I know that would help. No, that would help. Don't laugh. That would help.
I remember a kitty who felt that would always help.
Yep.
Don't laugh. That would help. Nah, I have acrobatics too. Don't laugh, that would help.
Athlete.
I'm an athlete. I shaved my face. Why did you do that? I don't know.
So people grab your hair.
Yes, but you're covering for everywhere else.
I was covered in skin-tight leather armor.
Ah.
And I was a cat who then shaved my head, so there was no hair to grab.
What about your tail?
Well, yeah, it's a tail.
So...
That's a sign of masculinity. You can't touch that. Also, it's not specifically targetable. So I don't
Everyone
need
needs a wisdom save.
Does the thing that he just did, the giving me guidance on the skill, whatever the heck it was.
Ability checks. I
Yeah, does that count for wisdom saves as well?
believe. No.
Can I make a luck save instead?
Just
18.
13.
20.
Plus magical 1.
I'm guessing everyone's fine, but Ryan hasn't answered.
Oh, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, then yeah, everyone's fine.
Is it yelling?
Yeah, it is screeching.
Look back. Is that a banshee?
Not quite, but...
Well, I won't know what a banshee is anyways. They didn't exist in my town, and we haven't run across them in the Underdark.
You'll probably get over it.
So we just fast walk around the corner.
Yep.
Let's get out of here.
As we just ignore that it exists.
Yep. I've noticed. Anyways, heading towards that civilization. Leading it right to it.
If you use this setting again, just random booby trap.
The free soul.
If, say, you guys do something stupid and have to come back through the next time.
It's just sitting there pouting. It's like, not mad, just disappointed.
Like, you get down to the last layer, you get attacked by the 20 Pit Fiends, and you freak out, and you plane shift away, and then you have to start all over.
Oh no, I'm not doing this one more time.
That isn't hostile. I was going to cast friends on it.
To make it hostile.
But you can't if they're already angry, you can't do it.
I don't know. With suggestions, don't be angry at that guy. Work for him to then cast friendship on.
Why are
You
we
walked away!
Yeah,
You're gone!
It's dumb.
We're not
You
gonna-
can no longer hear the screams when you come up with the idea. Do you decide to turn around and go back?
We're not
I'm not turning this. I'm not pulling this party over. I have to pull the party over, someone's going to fight me. That's all I'm saying.
But yeah, you come across sort of an upper ridge that leads down to a larger ice cavern with various structures, homes, buildings carved out. Probably enough for about 4 dozen devils to house and live within. Various motes of a purplish light affixed to the top of various columns of ice illuminate the structure, but it is a little village here in a hollowed out bit of ice.
Walk in, go to the main street, see if anyone attacks us or asks us questions.
As you and your posse walk into town.
Was that supposed to be a western?
I can't
noise?
whistle, so. See, you can whistle. There's a difference.
Not well. Only when pulling in air and everyone pushing it out.
It's better than I can do.
Yeah, I got cursed with these little bird lips. Can't whistle.
But yeah, no one outright attacks, but you do have people that just sort of stop and...
Do we have people or devils?
Devils. Devils are people too.
Yeah.
No, they're literally not.
Wave at them. Anyone speak common? No, no one speaks up.
Someone just kind of...
Did he just grumble at me?
Yeah, and just walks away.
I growl at him back.
Nothing here, wasn't it?
Throw hand axe. Not at him, just next to him.
Warning shot.
Just.
Warning shot looks exactly like a missed attack roll. But, you know.
Also,
Hold on. We're insightful enough to figure that out.
yeah.
That is... No, that's not...
After he throws his hand axe, ask them if they know how to get to the next layer of hell. We're going to ignore Kalidan.
Hold on. He's doing something.
Are we?
I mean, if they outright attack him, and
we're
like
in an ice cave, right?
yeah,
Do we have a Lehman's tiny hut?
Yeah. Well, not out.
and also
It's
not
away
on
now?
Instacast.
Oh.
Well, that was yesterday for one, and that got put away once we came into the ice caves.
Yeah. We've been going around the ice caves. With
How long does Lehman's cast?
10 minutes.
10
10
minutes.
minutes? Mordenkainen's also 10 minutes?
Minute.
And your axe is magical.
Mm-hmm.
After a green ray springs from his finger at the axe and it doesn't go away, he picks it up and goes off.
It teleports away.
Is there any restriction on being a...
It has to be on my plane.
It is just your plane.
It's not the material plane, it no longer works.
No, I have to be on the same plane as it.
Yeah.
Just.
He starts looking on the ground for it.
Counterspell.
As they're currently
Counterspell.
as they're currently working on this, he Ken kind of leads over. He said he was getting someone that could understand.
Well, no.
As you guys are undoing this, and he points a green ray at you, and so you counterspell, which goes up to what level?
I don't know. It's only a level 3
It's
spell, so I'm
phase
guessing.
3, and he can upcast it to whatever slot.
And I believe you get a roll off or something, a DC.
The
No.
best plan, you could put a force wall around us, and then I can cast Earthquake.
Yeah, I can't upcast because I only have level 3 spells.
Yeah.
Attempt to interrupt a creature in process casting a spell. Yeah, that was 60 feet easily.
But it eats your reaction.
Yeah.
The creature is casting spell third level or lower, spells failed. If it is casting a spell fourth level or higher, you make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Am I still under...
And if yours is int.
Yeah, it's intelligence
Use your spellcasting ability.
for counterspell.
Oh, yeah, for counterspell, which is different than the other one.
Yes.
Which is 11.
11. That does not cancel this.
That sounds all green and disintegrating.
Yeah,
much does.
green rays are pretty bad.
Yeah. You need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, it's not con anymore.
It's a get out of the way of the ray versus trying to flex through that ray of disintegration.
20.
Oh.
Does it deal damage instead?
It does damage.
No.
No. It does damage, and it only disintegrates if it kills you with the damage it does.
Oh, so do I take half damage?
That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think you might not kill. No, you got out of the way.
Disintegrates
but
all or
realize-
nothing
yeah.
now?
It's a 10d6 plus 40.
It's a 10d6 plus 40 sabers suck.
Yeah.
Not even half damage.
All or nothing.
So you get out of the way of that.
Slightly.
Warning shots.
As someone else has gathered.
I just look at him and just go,
That's
As he walks forward another 2 houses and on the door.
just send him a whisper. That's actually a really offensive gesture where we're from.
In common,
doesn't
he doesn't speak your language.
in a language that he still doesn't speak.
Yeah. And a near glowing purple pit fiend comes out from the house.
I'm not gonna throw an axe at that dude.
He's glowing.
Yeah. Does he have a tie? Did he just adjust a tie? Is he wearing a tie?
No, he has a collared shirt. It's loose and the top 2 buttons, and he just sort of pulled them together and let him go.
Strain to strain.
That's worse. At least he should have like one of those Texas like polo ties. He pulls out a hat.
Purple pit fiend with
He was
button
relaxing
shirt.
at home.
A glowing purple pit.
Yes, a glowing purple pit fiend with a button-up shirt.
Excuse me, sir. Are you the boss around these parts?
I like the sound of that.
Well, we are trying to get to the 9th layer. We would like to ask for directions.
Are we on 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanna go down. You got a reason to go down, kids.
We have business with Asmodeus.
That's the one.
I've had business with Asmodeus.
Charming fellow.
That's what I thought. I sound like a nice guy.
He's a real nice guy. He'll cut your dick off. He's a nice guy.
I mean, that's why you got 2, right?
Everyone stops! What's that, Eric?
Everyone, no one else is even a little bit surprised.
No, I think that I've seen you naked this trip.
He's still wearing a loincloth. The pit fiend stops and just meat gazes him for a second there, realizes what he's doing, and goes back.
He still is part elf.
Okay.
I gotta earn that 20 credits.
But, why would I change it down?
Well, we have common interest in fashion. I have glowing purple boots.
They're nice boots. But I've got nice boots, too.
I can tell.
Yes, thank you. No. Fashion doesn't buy anything here.
What buys things here?
Oh,
Magic.
magic. Nope. Can't help you.
What you need done.
That's what I need to be able to do.
What do you need to be able to do?
Need more knowledge. I need
Oh, well.
spells.
What would you be trading in? What would get us down?
Ooh, you're leaving it up to me. I like that.
I'd also like to first after this nice scroll of remove curse for your lovely spellbook.
You're small and you look pretty weak. I wonder how you taste.
Probably stringy like the gutter, but that's besides the point.
Good point. Aren't you?
I've been eaten before, and I was told I was not very good.
You know.
By Pit Fiends, no less.
Yeah, most of them I know. Tender elves.
I used to be in.
Only half.
Counts.
Must have been why it wasn't that good.
So,
Well, what you looking to do?
I'm looking to be powerful. I'm looking for something that'll show things off. Something that'll let me advance in the ranks. Grow. Seem important in the eyes of my peers.
if you tell slow down, I can turn you into a dinosaur.
I could turn you into a ball of sludge.
Well, yes, but that doesn't seem like that would impress your peers. But being a dinosaur is cool.
He has a
I
point.
can trap you in a maze. See if you ever find your way out.
These things you can do not sound like turn yourself into a dinosaur, though. I could do that for you.
So are you looking to impress people, or are you looking to influence your peers?
Hopeful that doing one might aid in the other.
Okay, I can see that. Show me your place. Where you live. I want to see what I'm working with.
Certainly. Come, little one. And just literally holds out a paw. You can basically
Pat on the
step
back.
and like be like up to it.
Yeah. Pat you on the back, enhance intelligence, and you got this. You're no longer enhanced.
Good friend. And yeah, okay. Carry you over and sort of lean into the house, which has many more of the little lights all aligning the inside.
You got ink for me?
Yeah, he's got books and shelves of things. And
Okay. So I go ahead and take a look at his place.
yeah. It has a lot of enviable things, but not necessarily in a well-kept manner.
So it's a poorly kept household.
Yeah, it's a poorly kept household. It is a mess. It is a sty. But it has bits of magical gear, bits of various spell books, various bits of what were clearly the corpses of wizards that it has taken all of just the clothing and hats and trappings and such of, and just sort of, like, pinned into the ice on one end. The walls itself, like the city itself, is literally carved into the ice, leaving bits of, for the walls of the ice.
Not that impressive when we spent the last year and a half in caves, also carved out of caves. Except this one's colder.
This is colder, and this is visually more interesting as the light from the outside will pass through the inside and back and forth. So it is, because it does have has less privacy.
So, yeah. Go ahead and give me a book, some ink, and I can write some things down to you.
What did you have in mind?
Well,
See if it's something I already have.
it's like, well, you said that you wanted to be able to impress your peers on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was going to give you a magnificent mansion that you could summon up to act as your impromptu meeting place. As
I've done it.
well, you've got that one.
How are you little... Look good. Perhaps I'm weak.
No, I'm pretty strong.
Make an arcane check.
Okay.
Remember, you have advantage on intelligence checks.
Oh yeah. 19.
19? He offhand commented that he could trap him in a maze. Which would be...
8th level.
Yeah. So, as far as just where he is at, you're aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll offer up another 8th level and hope he doesn't have it.
And it's like... Well, he certainly probably doesn't have all the lower level spells.
He seems to have been trapping wizards and learning their spells for a while.
Yeah.
Hmm.
He has literally shelves of what you guess are spell books.
Okay.
He's not keen to let you look into them, but you definitely feel that if you thought you could take on this village, you could.
You don't need the village, you just tell him.
And it's like, so you've just like, you've got mass suggestion?
What level is that?
6.
Yes.
Alright. And major image? That's 3rd?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Well, I got another idea for you if you want people's...
Do you just have spells you think he already has, or you just don't want him to have?
He doesn't want to give him the higher level spells. He absolutely has higher spells.
Yeah, I have higher...
He has higher spells than he can do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you have access to, like, Miracle or Wish?
Yeah, but...
Give him that.
No.
No.
Can't Pit Fiends just cast Wish?
Not in this one.
Normal Pit Fiends don't have nearly that much magic. This is literally a Pit Fiend from this lair that, like, focuses on magic.
He was a Pit Fiend and took up the actual character class Wizard.
Yeah, old Pit Fiends had Wish, like, once a year. Or something.
Well, like, I like to see the Wizard. I can't teach him my magic.
Let's
Doesn't
see.
have the talent
For
for it.
8th level, if he's already got Maze, I've got Antipathy, Sympathy if he wants people to be attracted to him.
Wow.
Why do you have
He likes that. Yeah. I'll go with that.
And it's like, well, we'll go ahead and...
Make your peers like you.
Yeah, and he's like, you can...
Yeah, that literally, yeah. That really... That fits the bill.
It'll attract people that you want and repel people that you don't want. Depending on how you cast it. So I'll go ahead and write it up and make some notes for him on its uses.
Put the warning at the back of the spell.
That's a good, 8
So, yeah.
hours plus that we're waiting?
No, because it's not a necromancy spell, but I can do it in half time.
So 4.
Yeah.
You guys get to hang out in town.
Start a game of 3-card Monty out on the street.
Mr. Disintegrate will come play. You start to get worried as he starts to go towards the wrong one.
I don't cheat. But I make it very obvious. No sleight of hands, like sleeves rolled up to here.
As Mr. Disintegrate comes up.
I just walk over, stand behind him. Not disintegrate, but Nick.
Yeah.
Flip it.
Did he win?
No.
Flip the right one. This is shuffle again.
Storms off.
No. So far, everyone in hell been pretty reasonable. They don't flip their lid. They're all lawful. He knew the rules going in. He lost.
He also didn't pay.
Yeah. I'm not doing this for money. I'm just shuffling cards on
They don't, yeah, it's like they don't actually have a cat. Unless you have a soul coin that you're wanting to get, risk losing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it would have been really funny if we, like, hey, you would guess you have that dude's soul now.
Yeah.
Yoink. That'd be funny, you die, all of a sudden he's stuck for a month at the battlefield.
Anyways, your time functions successfully. But he'll come out. I can get you to the sticks. A little, boop, a little posse here. You swim well?
We got a boat. And a marine oath.
Will this be an
I worked with you before.
Will this be an underwater adventure?
Oh, if you could try to swim, it might be. The water bites.
Yeah, it sticks, man. And not to answer for Kania, it's like, evidently she's only ever been ripped apart on this layer, so.
She never made it deeper.
Too bad. You're gonna now. Okay. And you end up, basically he'll put out hands, gather in a circle. I'm assuming Henwick on one side, who has clearly shown not being afraid, and I'm assuming Erich on the other side, who is obviously the one that's going to jump forward at the opportunity to hold hands.
Hold hands.
I have never held hands with a Pit Fiend before. Or did you that one time when they stabbed you in the hand? But that one didn't glow.
That's true, that one didn't glow. Clearly...
Different experience, yeah, different experience.
I believe I've shaken hands with the lawyer after I gave over my shield and we settled that deal.
Well, the bigger thing is that the way that the story is going to go is that him and a Pit Fiend had a lovely conversation about fashion whilst holding hands.
No,
It was intimate.
They were a very affectionate race. You know, things you don't usually know about Pit Fiends. Pretty affectionate people if you guys can agree on fashion.
Have boat, link arms with people, have boat ready.
Okay. Because, yeah, basically you teleport into a cavern above the Styx with no other evident path to lead to it, but there's like an open pocket of air that he teleports the whole little group to as he then flies above it, kind of just holding you until you've got the boat. It's been lovely working with you.
What's your title, by the way? Your title.
What's your name, buddy?
Your name.
What's your name, guy?
Well, you could call me the glowing mage of Normarinik.
Hey, you're of the city.
Normarinik.
It's normal Nick. Normarinik.
Do you have a name in case you find him again?
Or we blame random stuff on him. We've done that to random Pit Fiend from the surface, we know.
Yeah.
And there's probably going to be consequences for that dude.
Well, considering somebody specifically bought that information, probably. But that wasn't like a baseless accusation. I knew he was up on the surface, and he wasn't participating in the Blood Wars at that time, so I called him a deserter, which isn't technically incorrect.
He was on leave. It's like, check
There's
my
no
records.
leave in the Blood lore.
I believe there specifically is at these retreats.
Where he was.
It's a never-ending lore, man.
Actually, he can make it to where he was a deserter by technicality. Erich just has to push it through the legal system to change the law.
Yeah.
Right after the fact.
Anyways, you will, you get in your boat and you have a very short ride through the icy caverns before it tips and falls down, and you find yourself landing down in the bottom of a deep pit. Water draining through sort of a grate. Grate. Natural looking
Just like
grate.
an okay one?
Natural looking grate.
So a mediocre grade?
Natural grate.
Or
Below you.
stone.
Yeah, porous stone. As there is a ruddy purple sky above the hole. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
We did it.
Yeah, we got to the end of hell. Plane shift, plane shift, plane shift!
Do it again!
I want to go again.
Let's go with 6,200 experience. And join us next time for more.
Oh, there's a lot
Thanks
of
for watching.
moving around.
Bye.